All right, good morning, everybody. I'm waiting to make sure that we are all on. Should be coming up here in just a second. All right, good morning. My name is Elisa and I am the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and welcome to Take 10. Good morning, Carol. Welcome. I love seeing you guys talk in the chat, so feel free to chat away, leave comments. I love to hear from you and see what is up with everybody. Welcome to Take 10. Take 10 is time that I set aside each week from just from my craft room to just get creative, to play a little bit, to try something new, to try something that's been on my mind, something like that. I see Bethany, good morning. Good morning from Northern New Jersey. Welcome. Shannon is here, and Terry, good morning to all of you guys. I know I love it's fall. You guys, it's officially fall. If you are a Scrappy YouTube member, stay tuned because there's a new fall video coming up today for you guys, a little sneak peek to something that's coming early. Oh my goodness, hello, Ray and Ginger. I see so many of you guys. Oh, I bet it's raining. I see Nancy says it's raining cats and dogs. It rained so hard here last night. So I completely understand. All right, Take 10. This is my Take 10 journal. This is my newer Take 10 journal, which is why it only has a few pages. The purpose of this journal is just to play. This is not about creating a final product. This is not about creating even a finished product. It's about playing with different techniques, seeing things that inspire me, trying out new things, and I highly encourage you to do the same. Try playing with some new techniques, some new supplies, or some supplies that have been hanging out in your craft area that haven't gotten much attention lately, and that is what I am doing today. So I have grabbed my mild liner highlighters. These are double-sided highlighters. They have a more fine tip and then a broad tip, and we are going to play with highlighters today, which might not sound very fun, but I think the bright colors I usually find pretty inspiring, and we're just gonna play with a few different ways, mostly with some hand lettering to see how we can use these highlighters. So I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes so that we can just have a quick spurt of creativity, and then we will be ready for the rest of our day. So let me set my timer. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Okay, so this, I know, school supplies always. This is inspired by Archer and Olive, actually. So I recently unboxed the Archer and Olive subscription box, and it had some new pens in it, new to me pens. And the pens had two different colors on the tips. So the finer tip was darker than the broad tip. So they were similar to mild liners, except that the colors were different on the two tips. And I thought that was odd, but then several of my awesome subscribers let me know that that is pretty common and that you can use those different tips for shading, and that made me start to think about my mild liners, because I do have a lot of mild liners. I have tons of colors, and I thought, can you do the same with mild liners? And that's what we're doing today. We're going to kind of see how it blends and play just a little bit. So I just used this particular orangey color to do the word fall, and then we're going to come in and just add, this is kind of a reddish color, but it's not like a pure red. We're going to kind of add this and see how it does with the shading. I think using supplies, the acrylograph pens, or the new pens that Archer and Olive release, are beautiful, but can we get the same effect with something already in our craft room? And I would say I think we can. Of course, we have some of the overlap for the highlighter, so that is slightly different, but I like that. So I'm just coming back with the red. It's adding a little detail in there, but I think it's a pretty nice effect. This would be great in journaling, in creative journaling, morning journaling, something like that. I feel like this probably has to come over here. Sometimes I get lost in where the shadows should be. That's nice. Okay, let's try a different. I'm gonna go this. We're gonna like progress to darker. We're gonna do some fall colors. So let's try here. Now it's hard to do full-on lettering and with the highlighter with the type of tip, but we're just gonna do our best. So I'm gonna come here and then we'll go here, and then we'll come back to the lighter tip. Of course, when you're doing hand lettering, it's you press harder coming downwards on downward strokes and lighter as you're doing upward strokes. And then that is what gives it that hand lettered feel, which is a little bit harder to do. Okay, so now we have that one. Now let me not go through and do a separate. Okay, let's come back with this and add some shadowing with this one. And I'm actually going, I wanted to kind of go over the top. I'm somewhat on the side, but overlapping somewhat because I wanted to see how it kind of blends. It does okay. Here we go, around this way. Anyone else get lost in trying to do shadows? I always feel like I get to the wrong part. Like I add shadows to the wrong area. Is that just me? Let's see, let's do, you know what I'm gonna add right here? Let's make this look like a little leaf. And then I can come in and add a little. It's fall. And then we're gonna come in with our darker. We're gonna add the y'all. You know I was gonna add the y'all. Even though I live in Virginia now, it's you can't take the Texas out of the girl, guys. The Texas is just gonna always be there. As my friends can attest, I use y'all all the time. Okay, this one I am gonna make. Debbie, shadows are hard. Yeah, shadows are hard. I mean, first world problem, yes, but shadows give me all the trouble. I feel like it's probably a super basic thing, and I am sure that my elementary art teacher from back in the day is probably like cringing that I don't know where to put shadows sometimes. But it happens. Even the best students forget information. A lot of y'all in Kentucky. Yeah, let me know below if you are a y'all person or if you think us Southerners are nuts. I mean, you can think we're nuts anyway. Okay, those are the same color. Do I go, oh, this is like a, okay. Do I go with this like orangey color, or I was thinking of going with brown? I'm kind of thinking brown. Let's do a little sample. What does this color look like? Oh, it's lighter. Oh, yep, brown. Brown, brown, brown. Okay. I see that a lot of you guys are y'all people. A lot of y'all are y'all people. Let me know if you're a used guys. You had no idea what I was talking about with y'all. Yes, it's definitely a Southern United States kind of word. You all. And then so what region is yous guys from? I feel like that's a northern Boston kind of thing. And then we're gonna add it right. Okay, so you can play with the highlight or the shadow. Something else that is fun to do with these is use them for lettering purposes. And I do that in my planner all of the time, trying to figure out what colors I want to use. So I use it for Boston is used, guys. Okay, good. Boston for sure. Okay, so I use these for different purposes in my planner. So you can use them to create oh, I don't like that color. Sorry, I don't like that color. So you can use them, write a label for something. Home. Like that. Come back over it with a pen. This is way too fine tipped. Let's do. Okay, I need a new Tombow pen. I gotta go get one. They sell these at Target now. I use them. Fun way to change up how you can label things in your planner. So that it's just a little bit different. So, like a home chores list. Hey, Amanda, welcome. I know Bethany's commenting, us Southern gals, when we get back here, everyone laughs if we've gone to visit home. So this is a fun way. I mean, if you did something like, actually, I'll do it even. I'll use the thin side. Hi from Melbourne, Australia. Oh, I love Australia's on my bucket list. So I would love to go to Australia. We're going to add the word prayer. And then come over. Hey, Sharon. And, oh, we're all Sharon. Okay. And then you can come over the top with the word list. Usually in a darker color and probably more spread out than what I just did. Anyway, I like to do that all the time in my planner. And then these are just fun to play with. So making patterns, of course, if you've been here long, or at least in the past couple weeks, you know that I'm like all up, like all about the patterns. So highlighters are awesome for patterns. So in this case, I'm going to come and I'm kind of using the grid on this as the basis for my pattern. But highlighters specifically are just so satisfying because of the feel of that ink coming across. So we're gonna kind of fade. Alexa, stop. I'm doing a 2 box and then a 1 box. 2 box, 1 box. 2 box, 1 box, 2 box, 1 box, 2 box, and then I'm gonna come and let's see. I did this one and this one. That's the same. We'll come in with this next. Okay. Same deal. 2 box, 1 box, 2 box, 1 box, 2 box, 1 box, 2 box, 1 box, 2 box. And just getting darker as we push down. 2 box, 2 box. There's something about the feel of highlighters. They're always juicy. Well, pretty much if they're not super old. And they just feel great coming off. So using them to create these patterns can be a lot of fun in a good way to kind of get some art journaling mojo. Right? So Ray was commenting about this as a border. You could take this around the whole border. You could set up a corner like this to kind of just jump off for a fall page, for a journaling page, something like that. Highlighters, I think we all love them, you know, because it brings back that school supply feel. And if you're a crafter, my guess is school supplies bring you joy, but you can also do a lot of artistic things with these highlighters. I highly recommend the mild liners. I like that they have both tips. I have linked some in the description box, so you can check those out. They're linked on Amazon, so you know they could be in your house in, I don't know, super fast like Amazon does. But I just want to encourage you to use them for things other than just highlighting. Yes, it's wonderful that we can use them as highlighters, but with all these colors, they are just screaming out to be used for other purposes. So practice, do some fall spreads, use your highlighters. That's not usually a fall color. Use your highlighters as fall colors and see what you can create. All right. I hope that this was super helpful. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions or anything. I know this one was super basic, but that's okay. You are allowed to be basic in your creativity, and sometimes it takes that, like going back to basics, to kind of spark something in you. So I just wanted to share that. I had been wanting to try some of the shadowing with the mild liners, so now I have done it. They don't bleed through Bible journaling. You know, some of the darker colors do. I will be honest with these. They don't, these kind of go through my Bible journaling pages a little bit. Shadowing, not bleeding, but shadowing a lot. So just take that into account. Maybe do some test pages in your Bible. All Bible paper is different, of course, so make sure you check that out. Next week, just stay tuned to see if we are going to have Take 10 next week. I will have family in town. My visiting from Texas, so I'm not sure what our plans are, and I might be off with them. So just come and check it out on Wednesday night. Usually I'll have it posted by Wednesday night my time on whether or not we are having Take 10 on Thursday. Okay. I am so thankful for all of you. Thank you so much for being here. A huge special shout out to my Scrappy YouTube members. You will see their names in green in that chat box. They are awesome. Thank you for your support. If you want to find out about being a Scrappy YouTube member and getting a sneak peek at the fall decor video that's about to come out today, then make sure you click the join button, or there is a link in the description box all about joining the YouTube membership. Okay, I hope that you have a fantastic day. Happy fall, y'all. And I will see you guys soon. Keep it creative.